Do you know what is Agentic RAG and how AI agent decide to search web or DB? In this video, I'm explaining you all of this. Hi guys, welcome to FreeBirdsView, and let's create our 7th AI agent that will build an Agentic RAG system for you that can analyze PDFs, web-based URLs, and automatically store them in VectorDB, and can answer your questions based on the RAG search or web search automatically without any specific code you have to write. And here is the short demo of the project. As you see, when you upload a research paper in it, our AI agent automatically chunk it, analyze it, and store it into the VectorDB by using the chunking. And then when I ask a question, it answers me by using the VectorDB context or the web-based context combined. So let's build this project. First of all, get all the prerequisites of this project. Get them all, yes. Listen and learn carefully, okay? First, you should have the knowledge about AI agents. What are they, how they work, and what are the agentic design patterns. You have to watch these 2 videos of AI agents to get yourself familiar with AI agent workflows and designs. After all this is done, let's create our 7th AI agent that will work as an agentic RAG for you and can automatically add docs in VectorDB and search them. Well guys, so here is the code of Agentic RAG. We first import all our necessary libraries here. We are using the Gemini large language model along with the Gemini embedder. Okay, and we are also using the chunking here because chunking is required because it's an Agentic RAG that can take websites, URLs or PDFs and can then chunk over it as that. Okay, and then we need the exa tools. The exa tools is also a API based library that is used for the internet search. Okay, so first here we are trying to make our Gemini embedder more good because we know that Gemini embedder will take some kind of document based PDFs and then it can then do the embeddings on that. But here we need to make it in a way that it can embed the documents as well, or it can embed the simple string query as well. So that's why I just change this kind of a class and create these all kind of methods there as well. And that is the method Gemini default method. Just pass a text and it can work for that. But these 2 methods I create by using the same kind of Gemini embedder so that it can work on the PDFs, it can work on the URL, it can work on the strings as well. Okay, then we create our collection here, and then this is just a Streamlit app. Initialization is here. Then we have to set our default session keys here, like the API key, vector store history, exact API key along with the web search and the force web search if we required as well, and the similarity threshold. For all these things, we just have to set these values and then we can start building our application. So first we have to get our embedding model that we just create above here, and then we have to create our Chroma collection here that we use with the help of ChromaDB that is already we import from the agno library here, and then from the base of that we create our collection. If collection is there, it's good. If not, then we have to create it. And then this is our function that can process the PDF. It first create a temporary file that whenever we upload a PDF, it create a temporary file of that, and then it can also add the metadata of that file into the documents, and based on that it will do the text splitting by using the recursive tractor text splitter. We can use our text splitter to split the documents, and this is the document splitter that we have so that we can get a text based output from it. Okay, and then same thing goes with the web based URLs as well. You get the same thing, you get the metadata, you get the load the web and then text splitting, and then we have to do it in a text splitting by using the split documents function. And then we have to create our vector store. First we have the embedder here, right? And then we have to create the embeddings because whenever some kind of a text will pass to it, it will check the page content because we are using the document format here that has page content for all the text, and we have to add all the text into our collection here. Okay, the documents, the metadata, the ID, the embeddings, everything we can store here as well. And then we have to return our collection. Okay, and this is a query rewriter agent that if you say like you want to write the query but you don't know how to write a good prompt. Okay, so this kind of a query rewriter AI agent will take your prompt and can make it into a more search friendly, more good and precise prompt as well. Okay, so that's the main function of this prompt. And then we have the get web search agent that do the web search with the help of the exa tools. And then we have this our RAG agent. That RAG agent will do what? When given document context, focus on the relevant detail and cite directly. When given web search, state clearly they are from web. Keep answers clear, concise, and accurate. So now this RAG agent will completely decide here when to use which thing, when to use the RAG, when to use the web search. Everything is here. That's why it is called as the agentic RAG, because this works in it. We are just trying to design all the functions, and the RAG will decide when to call which function here as well. Okay, then this is our retrieve document function, that whenever we pass a collection here, it will search for our prompt and give us the top 5 contexts from that. Okay, now let's create our main application flow. That first, at the start, we set our API key, we create the collection, and then when anyone upload a PDF file or a web URL, it will go and call the process PDF function, store it into the VectorDB. If there is a web URL, it will do the same thing. Okay, and then whenever you ask for a query, okay, this is the ask about your documents. It asks for a query here as well. If the force web search is okay, and then it will do the web search as well. Okay, if not that, then it will not. Okay, then it will try to analyze your query. For the base of that, it will first try to fetch the document from our VectorDB, and when those documents are there, it use the RAG agent to give you the final answer. And else it also go to the web search as well if there are like no documents by your VectorDB. Okay, so this thing can be done automatically here. Okay, it goes to the web search agent and then can generate the final answer for you. And at the end, you will definitely get an answer. Okay, so that's how this whole agentic RAG AI agent will work. Now let's see how it works in the real time. Okay, so this is our agent. Let's just add a single file there. I add a file of the light RAG. This is like a new RAG that is currently released. It is better than the graph RAG and better than the traditional RAG as well. So let's ask questions about this research paper. Okay, so as you know, this is completely processing, uploading the document to ChromaDB here. So it will do the work for you. Okay, so the document is successfully loaded. Your document is right there. You can ask a question. I asked like, what is light RAG? It is trying to access the query and give me the better response at the end. Okay, so the answer is here that what is light RAG? Okay, and it appears in 2 project name light RAG. That's from HKDU, that's from Distilled AI. So everything it tried to give us here by using the RAG or the web search. So let's ask that how it's different from traditional RAG. So not how it's, how light RAG is different from traditional RAG. So when we ask this question, it do the same thing. It search for the VectorDB. If not VectorDB, then it goes to the online, but it definitely give you the answer. Okay, so here it is there that how it is different from the traditional RAG. Your answer is light. Do you see how fast it works and how accurately it give you the best answers possible? Okay, so that's how you can build your own agentic RAG systems with the Gemini Flash large language model, and it can work really, really well. It can like answer any questions based on your documents or the web URLs as well. So in our next video, we'll try to build a multi-model AI agent that can transcribe the YouTube videos or any kind of video as well that can help you understand the images. So that's how the multi-model AI agent will work. We see how to build it. Okay, so let's be with it. And if you want to know more about the generative AI, prompt engineering, data science and machine learning, you can watch my videos on YouTube and also read my blogs on Medium. We'll meet you in the next video. Thank guys. Thank you so much.